What is up, guys? As always, man, welcome back to Sheer Thoughts. I am one half your co-host, Chuckzz. Hope y'all doing amazing. And guys, you already know, man. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, a lovely partner over here, always looking stylish. You already know, Miss Soni Panda. What's going on, girl?
Hello, hello, hello.
So,
It's
so
fair, man. I never know what to say half the time
girl,
when you
you.
like just compliment me. It's like, oh, okay.
This is my beautiful, stunning, amazing, smart, wonderful
Hello,
co-host.
oh my God, stop, stop.
Sony's like, this is Chuck's.
Eh, Here's Chuck's, my homeboy. Here he is.
Nah, girl, it's okay. Listen,
Oh
I
God.
like throwing out words. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm stupid. I forgot their adjectives, vowels, nouns. I don't know. I'm not good at English. Okay, I just talk it. I don't need to
You
learn
just you.
everything. I'm just me. Okay, but you know, that's how it is. But girl, as always, you already know what you rocking. You look like you got some little thigh highs on. That looking little
Yes,
fire.
a
Okay.
little bit of fire today. Yeah, only because I've recently had the launch happen on the 30th of June
Yes.
of my new Lace Me Ups.
Yeah.
Um Yes. So I've got the caramel on today just because it's a brand new shade that along with snow as well. But yeah, it's a brand new shade. I wanted to add into like the nude kind of collection. Um so yeah, so I just thought, oh, let's,
I like them. They look dope. They look really dope. That
Thank you.
the design on the thighs very cool. I like that a lot too. Very
Thank
nice
you.
touch. But my whole thing is though is that like I feel like they're kind of wide. So where does it like is like the rest of it to really show like off the design a bit? Because I figured that's dope too. Like I like if I'm
Mm,
wearing those, I'm making sure I like that they're wider. So then okay, you most of the time I feel like you can't tell if someone's wearing thigh highs depending how high they are. But I feel
yeah.
like oh you could definitely tell they're wearing thigh highs. But you see that cool little design on top of that. Listen, that's just me. That's just me.
No, it's true. I think it depends on how you wear it because obviously I always tend to wear mine like quite high up, but with deep lace hold ups, they're kind of meant to be shown in some way. It is like how you say it's like with normal thigh highs, normally you kind of like cover the band in a sense. Um, but obviously it depends on what kind of situation or kind of attire you're wearing with it.
That too.
But yeah, especially with like deep lace hold ups, it's kind of sort of it's there for show. A lot of it is there for show, whether you want to show the full thing or just even like that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mine's a sort of, hence why I've kind of paired it up with sort of mini dresses in some of my promo videos, just to show the fact that yes, I would wear it like that because it isn't, you don't see the top of the band, you just sort of see, oh my God, like how high does this go?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
that question being asked, like, whoa, that's lace. Like how does that lace go? Why can I not see the top of your skin, kind of thing? So yeah,
That is
yeah.
cool. I
So
like that. That's very cool. I
thanks,
like
man.
that.
So
Okay.
what are you wearing? Because whatever it is
Um.
looks pretty nice.
Let me tell you, girl. I'm very happy because this is my first time ever getting to try these. So I'm gonna give a nice little quick review myself. Okay.
Go on.
Um. You guys like a Sony Panda review? Wait for a Chuck review. Ready? They're nice. You know, that's it. That's all I got for you. No, they nah, man, I'm
Not the
rocking.
composition, not anything like that. No.
I'm rocking Wolford. So normally, as everyone
Nice.
knows, I usually rock CDRs or like an Oro Blue, whatever. Which don't get me wrong,
Mm,
I love Wolford too. It's just they're pricey. You know, to get them they are
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm rocking me some Wolfords. I haven't worn them in a long time, but what I'm really excited about is this is the first time I'm actually trying this style, which I'm sure you've
Okay.
tried. So I know you're gonna have comments about it, and I'd love to hear it. But from my perspective, um, very soft. They feel more. They definitely feel more to a soft touch of like how can I compare it? Like it's not like a silky feel. It's definitely more of like of a
Yeah.
softer feel. You know what I mean? But I'm rocking the Lux Nines.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Lux
yeah.
Nines. Yes. Yes.
See, this is why I love
Yes.
Sony because you could name one random pair and she'd be like, Those ones. I know those ones. Like,
Yeah.
that's great,
Remember the
bro.
outfit I even did with it?
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope.
wow.
That's dope. But yeah, first time ever trying the Lux Nines. Their color cosmetic. At least that's better than Dior.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't
I
lie.
love it.
I can't lie. I do have another pair, which we laughed about because, funny enough, I laughed with the sales attendant that was there because literally the moment she told me the color, I started chuckling, and I'm like, "Oh, me and my friend
Oh,
have an
God.
inside joke about it." And of course, the only color she had for the other pair that I have is Gobi.
Yeah, I was going to say Gobi. I was going to say, I bet it's Gobi.
I was like,
Oh,
"Damn it, of
God.
course." But yeah,
Oh, but it's such a beautiful color, though. That's the thing. I love
yeah,
the
no, it
Gobi
is. It is
color.
nice. I can't front. It is definitely nice. But
It's
yeah,
just a
man.
shame about the
So
name of it. I laugh every time.
Same. But yeah, rocking these today. First time ever trying these Lux Nines. Definitely different.
Nice.
They definitely feel sensitive, which is a little scary. Um,
Mm.
but you know, they're nice, man. They're definitely nice and soft. Um, they're definitely different type of feel than like when because since I wear CDR so much, it's just such a different feel.
Yeah.
But I got these at an extra large just because I wasn't sure with the sizing. But I think I can fit a large, especially since I'm starting to lose weight. But
Mm.
these are fire, bro. I like these. I like these a lot.
Oh,
Definitely a nice little one.
nice.
Obviously, you know I'm gonna do a little photo shoot with these a little bit, so
Of
you know I
course.
gotta try them out. You know, so but yeah, these are nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Chucks, it's got nothing to do with what you just said.
Okay,
I'll say that now because it sounded like it was gonna, but it's
okay,
not.
okay.
um, it's only because it literally just crossed into my head, right?
Yes,
Um, well, actually, it kind of relates. So it's when you're talking about the Lux 9, right? Because I
yes.
remember I tried the normal Lux 9 and I've done the Lux 9 toeless tights, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so obviously it's a whole different concept. A lot of people don't get along with it. I kind of it's kind of like a pet peeve, but not a pet peeve in a
Okay.
sense. And it's basically the topic I wanted to kind of bring was pet peeves and icks,
Oh,
right?
okay,
And
yeah,
it could
yeah.
be hosiery or non-hosiery
Oh,
related.
fair enough.
We'll just go off anything here. Um, but it reminded me of that, and I was just like, oh, do you know what? Pet peeves would be a really cool topic to bring to
It's
the podcast
it is
today.
it is always
So
funny
I
to
was like,
talk
oh,
about pet
okay.
peeves.
Yeah, always. So have you got any like top pet peeves where like you cannot stand?
So I mean, I think everyone does. You know what I mean? But I think it's super annoying because I also feel like I'm the type of person where I don't like to get annoyed by a pet peeve, but of course you're gonna get annoyed by a
Mm,
pet peeve, and it sucks to have pet peeves because I don't like to get angry, I don't like to get annoyed, but it is
yeah,
annoying
yeah,
because I feel like it's just for how often it happens. That's where it's annoying for me. You know, so it's not like as
yeah.
if it's like, oh, it happens once a year and then I get so frustrated. It's like, yo, son, this shit happens to me probably like on the daily. Like that's how I see it. Uh
Okay.
I mean, I'll start with nylon related one because we were talking about them and I mean, oh god, dude. I got to watch what I say. Here's my thing. A nylon pet peeve for me is honestly thing I think there's different aspects to it. A big nylon pet peeve for me is when I have random strands of like you can see a random strand sticking out or like you'll like if you try to like
Mm,
run your hands like through them just to kind of get a feel and for whatever reason it's like a random skin tag or something or whatever like caught and you're like son of a bitch like what the man like I just put lotion on my hands how did I just make like get a little tear in it or like pull it a little bit so it's super annoying so
yeah,
like that's a big pet peeve of mine because then I'm like it's really annoying because even though it may not be noticeable I know it's there so
yeah,
so just like how you were bothered that one episode we talked about with the makeup on your thing and everything how you all you did was think about it it's like if something is wrong with my nylons that's all I'll think about so like that's such a I hate it because then it's like oh son and a pet peeve of mine when people are wearing them is my pet peeve about other people wearing them is more of like yo bro I think you could have either worn a pair or worn a better pair with the outfit you chose.
mm,
Like I'm not, I always tell everyone, bro, I truly do believe nylons go with any single type of outfit. I really do think they can. But
yeah,
it's also because there's so many options of nylons that it's like, bro, you you can add them to a certain way to your outfit to either add a pop to the outfit, complete the outfit, something
Mm.
like that. You know what I mean? So that's just me. Like, and don't get me wrong, bro. My whole thing is, bro, if a girl has some beautiful legs without nylon, you got some beautiful legs, flaunt them. That's totally fine. But
Yeah.
if nylons are makeup for the legs, how I always say, add a little bit of makeup. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
sucks because then I feel like I've seen people wear outfits before that I'm like, damn, they really could have wore a pair of nylons with this look and it would have like just added that extra umph. Or I've seen it where I'm like, why are you wearing those ones? Like there are so many other better ones you could be wearing that I'm like, you had to go with that one? Like
Yeah.
that pair
Yeah.
could have done a little better. That's just me. Like I said, man, to each their own, but that's just my opinion. Um, but I think my biggest pet peeve out of nylons, honestly, which funny enough, I literally experienced it the other day. So funny enough that you're bringing up this topic. It's crazy. Um, I can't stand when people don't put on a turn signal and they're gonna turn.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm talking about like,
Yeah.
and two different things. Okay, I personally, I think I'm an incredible driver. I don't care what anyone else say. I could drive. Okay, I'm a great driver. All right, I watch Fast and the Furious. Okay, so I'm a great driver. Leave me alone. Okay, so I do what I got to do. I put on my turn signals. I give my distance to people on the highway. I'm not up your ass. You know what I mean? Like I do what I do.
Mm.
If like you're not moving, I'm not gonna flash you. If there's space, I'll move over. Stay there. I don't care. I can clearly pass you. That's my thing. Like I'm not bothered about that shit,
Mm.
right, bro? I can't stand when I'm like driving on like a side road, like a local road or whatever. And of course, on a local road, you're naturally a lot closer to someone when you're driving behind them because on a highway, you give the distance so you don't hit them. God forbid they have to stop short. But on a local road, you're practically on top of one another,
Yeah.
depending the road, depending how fast it is. Bro, I can't like stand it if I'm driving like 35, 40 miles an hour on this road. And, obviously I'm not that much farther than the person in front of me. And then all of a sudden they just fucking slam the brakes to turn. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, bro, you could have put on your turn signal. Like, I would have slowed down. I'm going my regular speed thinking you're going a regular speed. Out of nowhere, you're stopping, braking short to then make this turn at like a last second. Like, no, you knew you were to turn there. Don't give me that. Like, that's the thing that bothers me.
Mm.
It's like, bro, you know you're going to turn there. There's no excuse. We got GPS people. I'm just saying. You know you're going to turn there. So I'm like, come on, bro. So that's that, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
I also can't stand it when people drive too close to you behind you. Sorry about that, guys. Had the quick little technical difficulty that was bothering me, so I just wanted to fix it because I'm sure you guys heard it too. So I had to fix it really quick, but now we're set. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, as I was saying for my pet peeve, like, bro, I can't stand when someone drives too close behind you because then it's like, bro, if I gotta go turn, yes, I'm gonna go put on my turn signal well ahead of time, so I'm turning. But then I can't stand the fact that, like, yo, bro, I'm turning. You're still on my ass. I'm going to have to slow down at some point. But then you have the nerve to beep at me when I'm not, like, turning fat. Bro, I don't know where I'm turning to. So, like, if, I don't know what's going to be around the turn. Bro, God forbid I do this turn and all of a sudden there's, like, a kid running across the street. I have to slam my brakes. And then you're going to hit me in the back
Mm.
because your dumb ass decided to stick right on top of me. Like, I can't stand that shit, bro. Because then I'm like, why are you on me, dude? Like, where are you going? Like, it literally happened. It literally happened the other day. Me and the wifey were driving back from the city, and this car fucking drives up behind me on the highway and starts flashing me. And I'm like, where do you want me to go? I'm not even exaggerating. There's 7 other cars ahead of us. Like, where are you going to go?
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere. Where are you going to go? And then you're flashing us to make us move over just so I can clear the lane. I'm already going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. You want to go faster, go around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if I'm already going a certain speed that is like, bro, anything more, a cop is definitely going to pull me over. You want to do
Yeah.
that, that's on you, bro. You go around. You act like as if this is the one piece of road that your ass can only drive down. Like, we're on a fucking highway, bro. Pick a lane. It doesn't make sense. But yeah,
I get that.
that's my pet peeve. And for me, it's more about driving because listen, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know I'm a very good driver. Because my thing is, bro, I don't drive like other people are like, I don't want other people to drive. That's my thing. That's how I drive. Because it's like, bro, if that's going to piss me off, I'm not going to do it to someone. Like, that's just, there's no point.
Yeah.
You know? So, but like,
Yeah.
that's my thing, bro. But like, some people are just that. I would have to say my biggest pet peeves are definitely, it has to do with driving. Has to do with driving. Also, one last pet peeve about driving. If you're in the car and I ask you for directions and you say, no, I got you. If you don't tell me some directions like a fucking GPS, bro, we gonna fight, okay? If you don't tell me that at least, yo, in the next 2 lights, you're gonna make a right. Cool, okay? Not, hey, man, there's a dead end. Which way am I going? Oh, yeah, you gotta make a left. Why did we have to get to the point of almost dying? You couldn't tell me this beforehand, bro?
Yeah.
I see you. I see me seeing you. I see me see you see me, motherfucker. We look in the same goddamn road. Tell me where I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Can't stand that shit.
I get that.
Bro, anytime someone is like, oh, tell me where to go, GPS mode. I'm like, yo, son, in 450 feet, you're gonna make a left, okay? Like, I'm trying to tell you the most detailed directions. Because I don't like that shit. I'm not going to do it to someone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I get that. I get that. Oh, God. It's so funny. Me and you are pretty alike.
That's why we here, girl.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But what's
God.
a pet peeve of yours, girl? I know. You got to have some.
So many. I have so many. But no, it's a work in progress. A lot of it is a work in progress.
Fair enough.
But so nylon related, I would say snags and rips. Just it annoys me when you see people walk around with it, and it's like, because I'm one of those people, I always carry a spare pair in my bag, either a spare pair of black or nude, whatever. But I always have a spare pair because if I ever need to, like, if I've ever got a ladder or a rip or some sort of snag and it's disgusting, at least I know I can quickly somehow go get changed somewhere and just deal with it. Because I just find it just looks so, it can really ruin an outfit. You can have such a beautiful banging outfit on and it can just be ruined instantly. And it's like, I get it like with fishnets. I saw it in Central the other day when I went, and it works if you've got like a grungy rock type of
course,
I don't give a F vibe. Oh hell yeah. I mean, I'd happily just sit there and just rip. Do you know what I mean? But it works with that kind of thing, not when you've got like a really nice formal outfit on and you've got a pair of ladder tights. And honestly, it irks me so bad. Like, yeah, no, they're probably the main ones. Another thing that I really hate, right, is especially when I'm wearing like sheers, whether it's like black or nude, even colored, and I get a random piece of hair, a lot of my actual hair stuck in there.
Yeah.
And it happened one day, right? I was wearing like my glow up 8s, the ultra sheer one, so it's like proper in the sunlight, really lovely and shiny, proper shining away. I'm like, what is this? And literally, it was like, it looked really weird at the back. And I was like, have I snagged these already? I was like, I would have felt it. Literally looked at it. It's my bloody hair. It's my hair that was stuck in it and just making its own little wiggly line. And I'm like, really? And it's all the way like here. And it's like, I've got to take the whole thing off to get this one hair out. And I'm like, oh, so that's another thing. I really don't like that. Yeah, I do have some more nylon ones, but they're not coming to me right now. But my bit, okay, so non-nylon related. So a lot of your driving ones,
Here we go.
so obviously, yeah. So is how, like how you said, the indicator, like just put your indicator on, and that's why like we've got this term sort of saying any BMW drivers in the UK, they don't use it, they don't have an indicator. Their indicator's broken. Or it's under maintenance or something. It never BMW drivers are known for not putting the indicator on. They're just known. It's like, and it's a typical thing. Like, um, yeah, no, honestly, it's oh God, who did I have this joke with? Because one of my friends had a BMW, and literally, I was driving behind him one time. He never indicated. I'm like, typical flipping BMW driver, innit? And he'd be like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, you're just typical. You're one of those typical bloody BM drivers." And it is. It's legit. They don't indicate, and yeah. It annoys me because it's like, imagine if I'm sort of, you're in a 30 zone, right? A lot of our roads are 30.
Mhm.
So it's like you're in a 30 zone. And so you think, oh, okay, I want to be able to do 30. You're driving at 20 miles per hour. So you think, fine, okay, like, hurry up, mate, what are you doing? It's like 30. And then it's like they get up to speed only to then decide to turn. And it's like, I could have hit you. I literally could have hit you. And then you would have claimed it's my fault when actually I'm driving at the speed I should be driving at. But no, that's definitely one. Um Another one is oh my God, while you were saying all yours, all mine came into my head. And now trying to think about it, it's like, what the hell? Um, no, another one has got to be, um, yeah, people driving right up, thinking it's okay to just, but see, I kind of like it now. I proper take, what's the word? Liberties, we'll say liberties.
Okay.
I proper take, literally, if I, so for instance, if I'm in a 30 and I'm doing 30 and I know there could be potentially like, it's a, not even a camera zone, it's like, we have signs up saying it's like there's a camera, but it's like police vans. Like police vans can rock
Mm.
up any time and just get you. Like they monitor that zone, right?
Yep.
And so it's like, and I especially drive like well in those areas because it's like I'm not gonna get caught. I'm
No, I
not
hear
gonna
you.
get
Yeah.
caught. And honestly, and when people decide they want to like drive right up my ass, I'm like, it's okay. Do you know what? I don't want you to crash today. So do you know what? I'm gonna slow down for you. I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna slow down for you. So I'm at 30. You best believe I'm going down to 20. And I'll be like, I'm looking out for you. I'm your guardian angel today. And it's like, and there's nothing that they can do
Yeah.
because they're stuck behind me.
Literally, yes.
But then it's like, but it's like, because I'm very much like you. It's like, okay, I never used to be, but I am now. But I take care on the roads, and it is very much. I always the thing I always say the most is it's like, obviously don't have road rage, try not to have road rage, but it's also the person in front of you, right?
Mhm.
One, I always believe, especially if it's a slow driver, they're there for a reason. You encountered a slow driver for a reason.
Yeah.
And two, I always find the person in front of you, you don't know what they're going through. They could be a normal person. They could be a person with a kid. They could be ill. Do you know what I mean? They could be, like have some sort of illness or a disease or something. Whereas, yeah, they're still okay to drive, but they probably need to drive a little bit slower
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's like I always try and keep that in my head when I'm driving to be like, just be wary, be mindful of the fact that, like, I get it, you, because I'm very much, look, there's no need to speed because one, it's your fault if you're running late. So you shouldn't have to be like a right douchebag on the
Yep.
road
This is true.
to actually like, do you know what I mean? To bring road rage and stuff where it's like, no, it was your own fault, the fact that you're running late or you've got to speed somewhere. Don't put that on other people. That's your own problem. But it is just, yeah, I always just find it's just, it's nice to be nice. And it is just, I'm very one of those, it's the way I drive, I would like to think other people would drive the same as
Mhm.
well and have the same kind of consideration. But moving away from driving, my biggest irk,
Oh
right?
boy.
And I swear to God, it makes me want to punch someone in the face. Like it's when you get like a reflex,
Oh
it
shit.
literally it's that. People chew with their mouth open.
Oh my god, dude.
They're sitting there and going while they're chomping away at their bloody lasagna or flipping gnawing at a flipping steak or something. It's like manners. It's just simple manners. And it's like I get it. Don't get me wrong. Like I sometimes talk while I'm eating, but I talk when I'm near to the end
Yeah.
of chewing and I'm about to like
Yes,
swallow my food. So I
exactly.
know it's
Yes.
not going to spit out anywhere. If someone's going to look directly in my mouth, they're not going to see chunks of food. and it is just, and even then, it's like I still cover my mouth
Bro,
and talk
same.
so
Like if
people
someone
don't
asks me,
see.
I'm like, oh, like I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll cover my mouth if like I have, because that, yeah, that to me too
yeah,
is like, yo, son, one, I'm not trying to watch you fucking slosh some fucking food around your mouth and chew in all
yeah,
that shit. And two, it's like, bro, if you ask me something while I'm eating, like, understand I'm eating. I like food more than talking.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
let me finish my food, then I'll answer you.
yeah,
Like, and then if that's the case, you could do the same. You don't fucking
yeah.
have to, you know what I mean? But I get what you mean, like with the chewing, with the, oh god. And do you want to know what's the worst, bro? Is that it sucks that that is your biggest pet peeve, that you're like, I will deck you in the fucking throat if you don't stop chewing the mouth open. Do you want to know what sucks, bro? For many years, all I had to deal with was open mouth chewing because of special needs. Yeah, so I'd have
See,
to
do you know
hear it
what?
every
Yeah,
day, every meal, and it's like, of course, can only teach them so much. I don't hold anything against them. But if you are a mainstream normal person, however way you want to say it, whatever, that you know damn
yeah,
well, you can understand the
yeah,
fact that you realistically should not be chewing with your mouth open. Like, why, bro? I just, because here's my
yeah,
thing. Don't get me wrong. There's a big difference of being like, ah, oh, delicious, compared to
mm, yeah,
like, son, what are you doing?
yeah.
What is happening?
Honestly, the only type of the only way it would ever be allowed, I don't mind hearing it, is if it's animals, like a panda chomping on some
Oh yeah,
bamboo.
that's a
I'm
different
here
story.
for it.
That's an
I'm cool.
animal.
Like, yeah. And it's like when my little tortoise used to do it, I'd be like, cool, I love you. You chomp as much as you want to chomp. I am not gonna say a word to you. But you know when you've got like people who do it, and when you think, do you know you're doing that?
Oh yeah.
Like, do you know how rude that is? It was like, don't get me wrong, I'm not as bad now, but it was like growing up, because my dad does it. The amount of times honest to God, the amount of times I've had such major fits at my dad to be like, Dad, do you know how disgusting you are? Do you know how disgusting you sound right now? And he'd be like, oh, what? And I'm like, you're chewing your bloody mouth open. And he'll be like, and he'll stop for like 3 chomps and he'll start again. Do you know the amount of times I've had to sit separate from my family
Oh
eating dinner
shit.
because I
No
can't.
way.
Honest to God, Chuckz, it got so bad at one stage. If I heard it, I literally I would go into such a fit of rage,
Oh
or I
my
would have to be like, I need
god.
to walk away right now because otherwise I am really gonna go for you, and it's not gonna be words. It honestly it was so bad. I couldn't
Damn.
hack it. And at one point, I actually kind of did at uni. I really did thump someone in the face because it was one I was kind of like kind of tipsy, but he was a very annoying
Ah,
person.
yeah, yeah,
He was one like not trying to like sound really bad, right? But this is when we used to live in dorms at uni, and there was like 6 of us in like one corridor, and it was shared kitchen or whatever. So what was his name? What's his name? James, I think. And he never came out of his room. He was a gamer. If he ever opened his door, it stank.
yeah.
It
Oh
stank of
god.
food, BO, sweat. It just stank. He never opened the windows either. It was a disgusting. And I remember when he left, because he left like way before uni ended, they had to get some professional cleaners to come in
That's
and probably like
that is nasty.
fumigate his room.
That's nasty.
It was bad. But anyway, one time, right, he decided to do dinner with us, right? So we're like, okay, cool. This guy, this guy, right? We were eating, what were we eating? No, but we had a mix of food, I think. I think it was pizza, and I think we made pasta, and there was another dish as well. This guy was like, and all you could see in his mouth was literally the whole time. You couldn't help but look. I know people say don't look. You can't help but look. And when you look, there was all this saliva. You see saliva. Legit, I got up and I just decked him in the face. And he was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, do you not know what you sound? You sound like a pig. Not even a pig. You sound like a fucking swine or something. And you're like, oh my god, is this how your mother taught you to eat? Yeah, I was
Oh
like,
shit.
I legit went in on this guy. I never saw him after that day. I think he avoided me completely after
Yeah.
that day. Uh, Honestly, but this was like the highest peak. This was like when I had ultra OCD, and it was just
Oh,
the
and everything
highest.
was
I
hitting
had
you.
high
Yeah,
anxiety, so it was just I couldn't cope with that. That was just the bloody cherry on the flipping cake.
yeah.
But but I mean, I'm not as bad now, but like it's like I would say to somebody, like I'm now comfortable enough to say to someone that, look, I do have this, like, and it is just I can't deal with it. So can you please just try your best to not chomp your food in my face like that?
I'm
And
just, I'm
yeah,
just, I'm just, I'm just like picturing like
honestly,
I'm just picturing you on a date with a guy and he chews with it. I just picture you just
get
stop
him to
like
walk away.
not even. I just picture you looking and be like, "You're not fucking serious right now." Like I just see you just snapping.
No, honestly, do you know? I don't care how cute you are, how bloody stunning you are. You could be okay. Henry Cavill is like my top tier, right?
Is
You
he
could be
really?
juking just like yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few, but Henry Cavill, oh Lord, him and The Witcher, boy, don't get me started. But don't get me started. But honestly, you could be a billionaire, right? But if you ain't got manners like that,
Nah, yeah,
you
bro.
best
There's
believe I
yeah,
would pay for my food and I would get up and go.
yeah,
I'm not gonna, because that says to me a lot, because especially if you're on a date, like you're kind of conscious of
yeah.
what you do. I get it. It's the whole thing of you should be able to be yourself. But there's manners. There is just normal table manners to
Yes,
be
exactly.
like,
Yes.
do you know what I mean? Like, don't be chomping your food in
Yeah.
someone's face and then have some of it spit out because you've gone mwah, mwah, a bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, I love this side of Sony.
Honestly.
This is amazing. Oh
Oh
God.
God. Oh,
Yo,
I'm
guys,
sorry.
you guys
Just
you guys ever want to
oh.
see Sony rage? I dare you to just chew in front of her.
Do you know what? Don't, because I can't be held responsible for my actions. I,
guys,
I swear.
guys, I hope y'all understand that now just there's gonna be a vlog incoming that one time when either Sony's visiting here or I'm visiting Sony. Best believe I'm definitely gonna record a moment of just me chewing with my mouth open just to see her reaction. And like I'm gonna do it at a time where like
Oh
she's not
God.
even looking, so she'll be like, I'm just gonna be like,
Oh God. Just even the thought of it is like, but
I just,
yeah, I mean,
I just picture your face just going really straight and just be like, Chuck, knock it the fuck off. Like,
yeah, honestly,
ah, it's
it just,
amazing.
oh God, I just, yeah, it's one of the
But
things I just
I get it.
really can't deal
Yeah,
with that.
but no, but I get it. There, I like, I don't know. I wouldn't call it a pet peeve, but there are just certain I don't know if it's considered a pet peeve because for me the definition of a pet peeve is
Yeah.
if it bothers you, it's because it's triggering you in a certain way. But for me, it's not
Mm,
even that. Oh, I'm just annoyed when people just don't have certain type of manners. Like that's just
yeah.
me because I was always raised to like I was the worst fucking student, but it was always nice to hear that my teachers would always like have a meeting with my mom and be like, yeah, he's struggling here, he's struggling there, he's not doing so well here, but he's a wonderful boy. He's very sweet, very respectful. And I was always like, listen, man, at least I'm nice, okay? Like, but to me, especially one growing up Latino, Hispanic, you don't respect your elders,
Yeah.
you gonna die. Like, yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah.
You ain't say nothing. Like, yeah, nothing. That's how it was. Which, but I understand it, especially now being a father, because don't
Mm,
get me wrong, I will talk to my children, my child, however many kids I have, I'll talk to them like an adult, whatever, give them that respect. But let you fucking say one thing to me the wrong way. What was that? Come here. Let me talk to you. Shit.
yeah.
Say that shit to me
Yeah.
again. Wouldn't actually hit my kid. I'm just saying, but we always say those
No, no,
jokes.
no. But yeah, you could have some kind of form
But
of discipline.
but my thing
It's
is like, yo,
yeah,
son, like I don't talk to you this way. Don't you ever fucking talk to me that way. Like that's my thing.
yeah.
You know, cause best believe, bro, like I'm always going to talk to my kids like with the utmost respect because I want to teach them, bro. If you give
Mm,
respect, you'll get it back. But if you give respect and you don't get it back, the one thing you can always say is, well, at least I always give respect. And I'm very proud of that.
yeah.
Like I will always give respect to people, even if they're the most rudest, because to me, I'm not gonna fucking change who I am because of you. That's how I see
Mm,
it.
mm,
You know? Like and it's funny because then like I don't know. I like to try to be a helpful person. I really do. I actually
mm.
I for me, dude. It is the biggest thing to always want. I always want to see people happy, smiling, feeling good because that to me is an intoxicating feeling. Then I'm like, bro, if I
Yeah,
feel great like that, I want everyone to feel like that. That's truly what I
yeah.
believe. But it's crazy to me when you got some people who just don't have certain types of manners where you're like, yo,
Mm,
son, that's insane. Like, come on, dude. Like, and it sucks because it's those types of manners where I'm like, bro, it's one of those little things that it can happen anywhere that you're like, I'm now just annoyed, and I don't want to be annoyed, but you're like for me, here's a pet peeve. I got another one. here's a
oh
big
god, go on,
here
go on.
here's a big one actually, guys, just to let y'all know because I just started this new job, which is going wonderful. By the way, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. Um, I can't stand in a workplace when people can't separate personal and professional.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
stand that.
yeah,
I can't stand that.
yeah.
I can't. I just can't because to me, bro, here's my thing. I can this and this is the really weird part about it. I could be cool with you personally and be your best friend, but tell you you suck at your job when we're at work. If you're not
Mm,
doing your
mm.
job, right? I can also talk to you, interact with you, help you at the job because it's my job. But I may not fucking stand you the moment we leave that place. And that's
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. Because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna get my money. You not gonna stop me from making my money. I don't give a damn how much you piss me off outside of the job. The moment I cross that border and I'm at work,
Mm,
I'm at work. Like, bro, even if I have to put on a fake smile to talk to you at work, I'll do it. Trust me, because I'm going to make my money. But I can't stand when people can't separate the two because it's like, yo, bro, like, because I feel like so many people take things personally when you shouldn't,
mm,
especially when it comes to the job. Like, oh, I'll never forget, bro, when I worked at the special needs camp, right? And this one guy, he was this one staff member who got hired from England. Cool kid, came over, was all fun, made friends, all fun and games, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. You know you're doing a
mm.
job though. You know you signed up to do a job at a summer camp.
Yeah.
You're here for the summer. Congratulations, you're in America for the summer. But still understand, homie, from Sunday to Saturday, you have a job to do. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the thing is like the summer camp job, a lot of people will say like, oh, it's crazy, but bro, it's a summer camp job. It's not like it happens all the time. It's only for the summer.
Mm,
It's for just this time period. Yeah, like it's not always the best paying or it seems weird, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things of like, bro, you're doing it for the experience and you're doing it to
yeah.
make some money and then have a good time. Because we
Mm,
were always guaranteed at least 24 hours off from Saturday to Sunday. That's always how
yeah.
it was, which is fine. So of course you could do everything you want all day Saturday, of course. So a lot of people, because we would hire a lot of people from the UK, everyone from the UK would go to New York every Saturday. Why not? You're in America, you're 30
Mm,
minutes from New York, you have off every Saturday. Shit is always going on in New York on a Saturday. You get to at least go experience New York every weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
bad. Uh but this one kid, man, this one fucking guy, he pissed me off one year because I worked there for 4 years, and one year he pissed me off because he wanted to and what this is what irked me even more about it is that he then tried going out of his way to try to prove the point to me when it was like, yo,
Oh,
son, your point still doesn't make sense and it was an idiotic point,
yeah.
so there's no fucking point. Like, so this is what it was. he was very cool and did. There's a whole quick story behind it, which is why I loved it. But this is what pisses me off. He goes there. He obviously is going there. He makes friends with other people. You know, he's like a popular kid with like everyone. Everyone loves him. You know, great kid, sweet boy, funny kid. Cool. That's great and dandy. You mad chill. You mad cool. But then you come to this place and then like, bro, you got to understand. Like, this is what bothers me when people don't really understand it. Bro, when you work with special needs, just like when you work in healthcare, just like when you work in certain jobs, you're taking care of a human life. A human life that can be extremely sensitive considering the cases. So, bro, like, you really got to understand that you're taking the responsibility of someone's child for a whole week, and they're literally dropping their kid in your hands, really hoping that you're going to take care of this kid with absolutely no issues, giving their kid the best time of their life for the summer for 1 week. You need to understand that. Like, you're here to do a fucking job, bro. It doesn't mean that you can't socialize, doesn't mean that you can't hang out with your peoples. You'll have your time, you know? Like, yes, we do work insane crazy hours. Like, we legitimately work from like 7:30 in the morning until like 8 p.m. Like, it's a long day. Don't get me wrong. But bro, you don't got to be up until 7 a.m. the next day, which yes, is quite early, but you have off from like sometimes even like 8 o'clock, 8:30 for the rest of the night. That's still a few hours that you can still do stuff and hang out. You know what I mean? Like, you can still do whatever. Like, that's not a problem. And then you still have the weekend. Bro, I couldn't stand this fucking kid, dude. Because one, he'd bitch about the job. So it's like, this is what you signed up for, bro. Like, you know, and what bothered me was apparently there is a program that you guys do in the UK that you can sign up to it and it'll bring you to a summer camp in America. So then you literally work the summer camp, but you like, it really does suck because you guys pay a shit ton in fees for it, and how much you make at the job is sometimes not worth it. So it's kind of crazy. Wow. But it's more for the experience. That's the whole point. You're getting to go to America on like a certain type of thing or whatever, and get paid. So it's not a bad thing, but understand, bro, you still have to work. Like, you still have to work. That's the thing. So this kid would like fucking take it upon himself to want to try to do things his own way, when it's like, bro, we have standard things for a reason, you know? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm a very big believer of, bro, if you have an idea for something that could maybe work, like, even if someone's going to shoot it down, I'll throw it out, because I'd be like, yo, maybe this is a better idea. Here's a thought. I'll shoot it out there. But bro, your ideas are dumb. Like, that's what you're not understanding. Like, your ideas are dumb. Like, you're not doing shit the right way. That's what it's like he wouldn't process. So it was crazy because he wound up getting fired. He wound up getting kicked out. And it was really crazy because then I walked around talking all this shit. And I was like, ha, good for him. He fucking deserved it. And people would look at me like, yo, you're really fucked up. And I went, no. I go, personally, I feel bad for the kid. You just got fired from a fucking summer camp job that should have been a great time for you with all your friends. On some level, genuinely feel bad for him. At the same time, he brought it upon his fucking self. So if y'all are truly his friends, y'all should have been the first ones to be like, bro, you're fucking up. Like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you picking it up? Like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, let's be real. Own up to it. He's your friend. Why aren't you trying to help him even better? Because bro, best believe all my friends know they can call me out on all of my shit, and I'm not instantly gonna be like, yo, fuck you. I'm gonna be like, damn, god damn it, he called me out on this shit. Yes. Like, because you should own up to your shit. That's the truth of it. And if you don't want to, bro, fine. But you should try to work on that. So my thing is it was bad. It got bad at one point because this is what truly bothers me, is that people don't understand either that, bro, just because someone has special needs, do not think that they don't notice things or feel things. Trust me.
Yeah.
So it was really bad because when that kid got fired, apparently some of the staff couldn't stand the directors after that. They were like, oh, you fired our friend. So of course there was animosity on the camp. And the
Yeah, yeah,
worst
yeah.
part is the campers noticed. Like legitimately,
Oh,
a camper
yeah.
one like because these people be like, bro, so many people be thinking like special needs. Bro, you gotta understand, special needs is a range. There are special needs people who may not be very good at one thing, but trust me, will hold and understand and tell you a whole ass conversation about some shit that you'll never understand. So don't fucking think that
Mm.
they don't understand. That's my thing. Bro, this camper goes up to one of the directors and goes like, the director goes like, "Oh, are you having fun this summer, buddy? Like, how is it?" Bro, this kid goes, "Oh yeah, I'm having a great time, but it's so sad to see that my counselor's really upset." And it's like, what? Because mind you,
Wow.
our job
Yeah.
is to give these kids the most funnest experience. Don't get me wrong, bro. Can you have high energy for 13 hours a day? Realistically, not everyone can. It's fucking hard. But it's more of the fact that, okay, if you can't have that energy, then at least bring your kid to something or take your kid somewhere
Yeah.
that they can enjoy their time. That's the whole fucking purpose. Apparently, some of the staff members were talking shit about the directors in a fucking group with the kids sitting near them. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Like,
Oh
are you
my
dumb?
God.
So now this is my favorite part of the story. Obviously, this got around. You're on a fucking campsite, bro. There's not many places you can
Mm.
go. Everyone fucking talks. Like, you think you're having a private conversation. You're not far from another building that someone could be right near, bro.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Bro, the director calls a night meeting, which never happens. It's not supposed to happen. So we had to make sure that the campers were back in the dorms by 8 because then the meeting was right after that. So they were like, you guys got to
Oh,
make
right.
sure,
Yeah.
whatever, just come through so we can let you guys go for the night. And this is so I was very close with the directors. I knew them on a personal level. And this is why I had so much respect for them. Because if I ever fucked up professionally, they would fucking come at me.
Yeah.
And I had
Yeah.
nothing but respect for it because I fucked up. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna say no,
Yeah.
but what excuse do I have? I clearly fucked up. But I had mad and respect and love for them because they weren't shy about it. They'd be like, no, you fuck up, you gonna learn you fucked up. So you don't
Yeah.
fuck up again. That's the whole thing. So calls this meeting, everyone's there. Clearly you could feel the tension in the room.
Mm.
What doesn't help is that this motherfucker's little groupie friends that he had on the camp all sit at the same table together. So they're all sitting there with stank faces on, trying to be like,
Oh
what's this about?
God.
And,
Yeah.
and then this is my favorite part of the whole meeting. He goes, guys, we understand there's been some hostility between people and us and some of you guys on the staff. We understand that, you guys are not happy that we had to get rid of his name. I don't want to say his name just because, but
Mm.
he was like, we understand you guys are upset that we had to get rid of him. This and that. And he's like, guys, and this is why I loved it. He goes, guys, like the tone I'm doing right now, just pay attention. This is my favorite. He goes, guys,
Oh
you gotta
God.
understand, guys. We gave him a lot of chances. We really tried giving him multiple chances. We gave him different jobs to do to see if he could really own up to it and man up and do it. And we gave him multiple chances. This wasn't just a one-time thing and we just thought we're getting rid of him. No, guys, trust me when I tell you, we really tried our best to keep him. We really gave him chances and he really just couldn't own up to it, guys. And I am sorry about that. But going forward, understand this, everyone. You work at a summer camp. Your job is to take care of these kids, to give them the best time, to make them happy that they're here to enjoy the experience. So if this attitude can't switch up going forward, best believe I'll get rid of every single one of you and find an entirely new group of people. I have no problem doing that. Try me, because I will. I was like, yeah, bro,
Wow.
I literally sat there. I looked at my boy and I was like, oh.
Wow.
And he wasn't playing because he took that camp. Bro, he's the fucking director. Like, he doesn't give a damn if y'all are mad that your little fucking friend got
No,
fired. He
exactly.
cares
Yeah.
that the 90 kids on this camp right now are having the best summer that they can.
Yeah.
So it's like, you think he cares? He don't give a fuck. Like, he don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. So that's why it made me laugh when people would come at me about it, because I'm like, yo, bro, y'all need to understand. Professionally, he sucked. He was ass. Like, bro,
Yeah.
there was a report one time of him shaking a kid. Why are you putting your hands on a kid? Are you fucking dumb? So
Oh.
it's like you wonder why this kid got fired, or you're upset that he got fired.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but y'all are dumb. Because at the end of the day, bro,
Mm.
if he was my boy, like, I would have looked at him and be like, bro, what are you doing? You keep fucking up. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? And then if he wants to cop an attitude with me, that's when I look in the face and go, motherfucker, I'm calling you out on some real shit. So either own up to it or be a bitch. What
Yeah.
do you want to do? Like, I'm sorry, but that's how I see it. So
Mm.
that to me is a massive pet peeve, that it's like, yo, bro, keep that shit separate. Like, I'm when I'm at work, I want to have fun at work, but I'm also going to do my job. I'm not bothering
Yeah.
you. Don't bother me. I'm not going to make your job harder. Don't make my job harder. Don't come at me with some personal shit because I'm at the job. I'm not getting paid
Yeah.
to listen to your personal shit or deal with your personal bullshit. I'm getting paid to do the job that I'm getting paid to do. That's all I'm here for, bro.
Mm.
So it's like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
that I think is genuinely my biggest pet peeve, but it's work related. So it's not like just a personal
Yeah.
level.
No,
It's
I
like
get
that's
you.
a work pet peeve. That, oh, dude, I can't stand that shit, bro. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, I get that. I get that. Then it does. Yeah, it's something that I think. Do you know? I don't actually know why people do it because I'm very much like I used to be like that back in the day, like mixing kind of
Which
work
which
with yeah,
I think it's a typical thing when you're young because you're starting to
yeah.
learn. You're starting, but I learned it at such a young age. Like, that was my thing, because,
Mm,
bro, the thing is, the directors of the camp, I hung out with them. I was actually cool with them. So I'm working for them and also hanging out
mm,
with them. So obviously, if I fucked up at the job and I get yelled at, yeah, gonna take it personal. But then you have to be
yeah.
mature and then be like, you know what, bro? He has every fucking reason to be mad. He has every reason to tell me off. He has every
Mm,
reason to be annoyed. I fucked up. What else am I gonna say? What else am I gonna do? I fucked up. It's the truth of it. So it's like, I feel like that's something that a lot of
mm,
people don't learn right away. And it's like, bro, that's something you have to understand. Like, that's the thing. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm a very big believer of, you should talk to someone also professionally. Know how to talk to someone professionally, which is
yeah.
a big thing, because of course, how you talk to someone at the workplace, of course, that can sometimes come off wrong, and then of course that could become like an HR issue, where I'm the type of person where I'll tell anyone at a job, if I fuck up, call me out. I don't care how you call me out. Call me out.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. But not everyone is like that. And that's the thing, too. So it sucks, because then it's such a shame, bro, because then sometimes you'll have these people where you're trying to tell them, like, bro, you fucked up. Like, you did something stupid. But but you have to be like,
Mm,
listen, from your performance the other day, there could be quite some big improvements that we
yeah.
can work on. When
Yeah.
realistically, I want to be like, you suck at your job, son. Pick this shit up. Like, but then it's annoying,
Mm,
because then people will talk to someone like that, and then they don't fucking learn. So now when I get an attitude with you, now you're gonna be annoyed. Motherfucker, I gave you the one chance. Like, I already spoke to you in a very professional
yeah.
manner. Now you brought me to a point where, son, I'm getting mad. Like, what do you expect?
Mm.
Like, come on.
No, but this is the thing though. And I think this is the thing, like, oh God, talking to about this. Was it my boss or was it I can't remember who I was talking to. It might come to me while I'm sort of saying it. But it's like how the workplace, not even the workplace, how things are now. It's like even with friendships, it's like some people can be like I don't really know the right words. I'm just gonna say sensitive. But some people can be so sensitive. Like I'm very much like you. It's like, do you know what? If I'm not being a good friend, call me out on it and be like, look, son, I didn't appreciate you saying that, or I didn't appreciate this, or da da da, or could you just
Mm-hmm.
maybe not do that again because that didn't sit right with you? And it's like, I have so much respect for people who can do that because, like, one, that's a very hard thing to do. And two, it's like, I appreciate you saying that to my face rather than sort of, oh, if from a friendship point of view to be like, oh, do you know what? I don't want to be your friend no more. I think you're a bitch. Like, I don't like the way that this is. So, do you know what? We're just going to cut ties here. Rather than actually fixing an issue or working on an issue, it's so many people would rather be like, no, I'd rather cut it off because I don't want to have that hard, horrible conversation. It doesn't have to be. Yes, I understand. Like, some people sugarcoat it because they feel better. So, prime example is me and my sister. I'm very much, I kind of find it quite hard to come out saying something because I tend to sugarcoat it only because I know if I say it straight up, it's really harsh. Whereas compared to my sister, this girl has no filter. She will say it how it is. And the thing is, but the way she says it doesn't come across insulting or like she's being a bitch. It comes across as like, yo, she just put you in your place.
Oh
But
yeah,
there's nothing to it. It's very much she at the end of the day, she talks facts. She talks
yeah.
truth. But
Listen,
she
you
says it
can't
in
argue
such
that.
a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I'm very much like, if I say it comes across wrong. So I then feel like I have to kind of be the nicer person and say it in a nicer way. But then it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's like if I have to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face, you best believe the next time I say it, I'm gonna be hard and blunt and be
Oh
like,
no, yeah, yeah.
what the F kind of thing.
Of course, yeah.
But that's the thing. It is just I always find it's that respect in it to sort of say, look, even professionally, like I expect that with me and my boss. It's like, don't get me wrong, I've had to put him in his place sometimes, but I do it in such a respectful way to be like, look, I kind of need to talk to you. It's a
Mm-hmm.
difficult, and I always say it's a difficult conversation, or it's kind of hard for me to say, but blah blah blah. Like, yo, you ain't pulling your weight. You're the boss. You're not pulling your weight. Like, what are you doing? And we'll have a conversation. And same with me as well. Or just say if I'm underperforming or if there's something that he wants me to do more of or something, whatever it could be, we know we've got that. Professionally, we have that. And we can still be friends, like aside from it kind of
Exactly.
thing.
Yes.
But yeah, but I also feel like it is down to the type of person you are in a sense as well. I get it. It can be hard, it can be scary, but at the same time it's sort of but do you want to be respected? Do you actually want people to respect what's coming out of your mouth at the end of the day? Rather than just I'd just rather call it quits rather than actually work at it. Then it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, what are you doing? So yeah, it is an interesting one, yes.
I get what you mean. I mean, that's why, like, for me, it's interesting with like, cause like you said, with like a whole manners thing. Cause I also feel like manners also comes in hand with like a first impression. You know what I mean? Like, don't.
Yes.
This is my one thing. I always say, like, my first impression of someone or whatever, it's not necessarily how you look. Don't get me wrong. There are some people who look into that, which is fine. I get that, but it's like I'm not a fashionable person. So for me, it's like I don't really give a fuck how
Hmm.
you're dressed. It's more of how are your manners in that first
Yeah.
impression. You know, like it was. Oh god, it actually made me laugh. Like because you like. I caught on to it, and the only reason why I caught on to it was just because I was like, oh god, I was like, please don't make enemies with these people with me, bro. Please not yet, because fucking I professionally, as a courtesy, because that's how I am. That's just always how I've been. I brought in the this paperwork or whatever that
Mm.
I brought in the acceptance letter of the job to the job.
Oh yeah.
Obviously I probably could have just e-signed it, fucking printed it out, signed it, scanned it back in, send it back. I could have just probably done all that, which is fine, whatever. But as a professional courtesy, because it's just always how I've been, I took it in. I personally took it in to hand it in person. So
Yeah.
I walk in, and the manager comes out, and he goes, he's like, I don't think I told you to come in. And we're standing by the front desk when he tells me this. I go, oh, no. I was like, just as a professional courtesy, I was like, I'm just always used to bringing in papers. Like, that's just how I am.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This motherfucker looks at, and I love this guy. He's great. This son bitch looks at the front desk, and he's like, look at this guy. And I'm like, oh, damn it, bro. It's like, don't. It's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, like, why are you calling me
I
out?
was
What are you
like, bro,
doing?
I was like, please. I was like, I just want to do my job. I was like, if I go above and beyond
Yeah.
everyone, I'll go above and beyond everyone. I'm not bothered. Just it's like don't make me as a target. I'm gonna start the job and people are
Yeah.
automatically gonna be like, oh, who's this guy? Like he's supposed to be so good, and it's like I don't know what I'm doing yet. Like I
Yeah.
like what do you want to do? But it made me laugh. But the thing is though, is that first impressions, like that was the thing. Like obviously,
Mm.
don't get me wrong, bro. Like I built up a great impression because during my interview, the assistant manager loved me, and my boss I think has really high hopes for me because he's hinted things at me. So I'm like,
Mm.
word. I'm like, but I love that. But the reason why I love that is because, bro, yes, I am gonna sell myself as a hard worker because I know what I'm
Mm.
willing to do. I know how hard I'm willing to work. I know how I can be at jobs. And that's why, bro, don't get me wrong. One thing I will always tell people, like, bro, if you're a hard worker, you're a hard worker. Like, you'll know if you're a hard worker. You should know.
Mm.
And one thing I can genuinely say I'm proud of about myself is that I know if I'm doing a job, yes, just like anyone else. Do I have my lazy moments? Do I have my lazy days? Of course. You're not going to be 100% every
Mm.
single day. That's not a true existence.
Yeah.
But best believe, bro, when I'm on point with my job, I'm on point because I'm just doing my job. That's it.
Mm.
Also, you do your job, time goes faster. I'm doing shit. Oh, this took me an hour. Oh, hey, I only have 3 hours of work left. Like,
Yeah.
I'm almost done. You know what I mean? Like, also,
Mm.
for anyone who hasn't guessed it or if you did or whatever, you don't know what my job is. Like I said, I have no reason to complain. So,
Yeah.
very
No,
happy.
it's true. It is true. And I thought, yeah, and I do agree with you. It's like first impressions do count. Like obviously depending on what type of situation. If you're like something like if you're gonna be like a CEO or something, yes, of course, obviously you gotta kind of look the part in a sense, as well as obviously your characteristics,
Yeah.
your personality, your manners, blah blah blah. But it is just I do feel they really do matter. Because you're always gonna remember that impression and that's going to be your lasting one. There's so many times it's like when I first met my friends or when I've been on like first dates or whatever, it's like I remember like, okay, this is what I wore, this is what he wore, or like when we've had like a really good time, it's the first time I met someone, it's like, oh yeah, I remember like, God, she was such a cow, like, and it's like one of my really good friends. I remember it like to this day. Do you know what? She's my girl, right? Yeah, and I love her to bits. She says it how it is, like her and my sister, oh my God. Um, but it's you know what? I love her for that because I remember the first time I met her. One, I was intimidated by her. Two, I thought, bloody hell, she's the biggest like bitch going. And I thought three, and I thought, what is up with her damn attitude? But the thing is, when I actually got to know her,
Yep, exactly.
do you know what? She's such a beautiful soul.
It's wild, man.
Honest
It's
to
funny,
God,
yeah.
she's such a beautiful person. Don't get me wrong. She doesn't take shit. She says it how it is. She calls it. She's so intuition with everything, right? But you know what? I love everything about her. I
But if
remember
she
like
if
we
she
had this
fucks with you,
conversation.
she fucks with you. That's the thing.
Yes, it's one of those. It's like
Yeah.
you're kind of proud to be in her
Oh
circle,
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
I have friends
it
like
was. I
that for
remember when she
sure.
first asked me. Yeah, she was like when she first asked me because this was obviously like before I was getting married, so she knew like about I was gonna get married, and she kind of knew a bit about the guy and whatever. And it was so funny because this is when we kind of started talking, and because I think yeah, because the department I was in, it kind of went with her department somehow. We kind of
Oh, okay.
interlinked in some way, but not closely or
Mm-hmm.
anything. And I think that's how we kind of got to talk to one another. But I remember like she asked me, she was like, "Oh, what did you think of me?" And I told her straight, "I thought you were like this, I thought you were like this," and I was like, "Who the hell does she think she is?" She was like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man."
Really?
I was like, "But as soon as I got to know you," and she was like, "I gave that impression." And I'm like, "Yeah, you own that." I was like, "You own that," because it's one of those things, the people she's gonna have are gonna be genuine
Oh
people.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna have some flaky friends or some like people who are gonna be acquaintances. They're gonna be real
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So you kind of know, like, I respect that about you. But even then when she like said to me, I was like, yeah, I just knew about yeah, you were this girl who was gonna get married, but it's like when you told me about your man, like I kind of wanted to tell you, like, I don't think you should do it. And I'm like, then we had this whole blown conversation
That's
about it. Everyone was like,
wild.
wow. Yeah, honest to God, yeah, it was so funny going down memory lane then. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like that's what I mean. First impressions count
Yeah,
in a sense
man.
because I thought, God, who would have thought I'd be best friends with this girl
It's
like years
wild,
down
man.
the
It's
line,
wild.
kind of thing. Because I was like, she's nothing like me. But it's just, yeah, I think depending on situations and what kind of thing you put it in, whether it's friendships, work, whatever, naturally it's gonna be different.
Hmm.
But especially if it's work and professionally,
Yeah, yeah.
naturally it has to be different. But yeah, I do think first impressions do count, definitely. Because it's that lasting thing about that person at the end of the day. So yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. There you go. This is true though.
Hmm.
That's very true. It's wild, man. It's funny how life
Yeah.
goes, how things like friendships and shit will come up, man. It's crazy when you really think about it. It's
Oh
funny.
yeah, man.
It's wild.
Mm.
But guys, I think that was a great episode today, man. That was a nice little conversation. I
Yeah, we
loved it.
spoke a lot.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's so funny, guys, because honestly, me and Sony will come on and we'll be like, all right, let's discuss these few topics, and then we just somehow deep dive into one topic, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, fuck it, like whatever,
Yeah.
bro.
Here we
this was this was a pretty strong topic, though. I'm just let's be real, as
Yeah.
every
I mean, to be
listen,
fair, yeah.
everyone has pet peeves. Everyone has
Yeah.
pet
It could have been a lot worse. There's a lot more I could have said. Thank God I did not.
peeves.
Let's
True.
not give a bad impression to everybody out there.
um,
God.
But guys, man, we love y'all as always, bro. We appreciate y'all, man. Seriously, the
Hmm.
love and the support that you guys keep giving us every week, bro. It's incredible. As always, man, if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely leave us a comment. We always love to hear the feedback, see what y'all say, hear what y'all
Yes.
think. If you listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any other platform like that, definitely if you can't interact on there, you could always interact with us on the socials. Make sure you follow our social medias as always, Twitter and Instagram, Sheer Thoughts Podcast. You already know. And guys, I'm very excited though, because next week, officially gonna have our first guest. I'm very, very hyped. Me and Sony are definitely hyped about
So
this.
excited.
Um, we're definitely bringing on a special guest. Very excited to. We're not gonna share who it is because we want it to be a surprise, of course. Um,
Hmm.
but I'm hyped, man. I'm very hyped for this guest. I think it's especially because I've never really spoken to them, so it's like to genuinely bring
Mm.
them on and have like a nice conversation. Ah,
Yeah.
man, I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited. So we're
I'm just not
definitely.
gonna say anything. So
Sony says
just,
one thing, bro.
yeah.
She's just gonna say everything. So
I know. I know. So let's not. Let's not.
what's a teaser we can? Oh God, what could? Not you, because I feel like you're gonna give it away. Hold on, let me think of something.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's
Yeah.
the teaser?
I'm sorry.
Oh, here's a teaser for it. The guest we have coming on is a creator.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I'm not saying what type. All I'm gonna say is they're a creator. That's it.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Um, but yeah, guys, man, we'll see y'all next week. We appreciate y'all. Like I said, we love y'all. And listen,
Hmm.
man, y'all take care. All right, guys. We'll see you soon.